This is full body fusion class. We're going to work abs, hips and legs. We're going to work with a football for some of the moves, but you can do them without as well. So you don't have to have a football, but if you have one, then definitely use it. Makes it all a little more challenging. So you're going to start sitting on the mat, legs lengthened out in front, lengthen up the spine. I want you to lift up your arms, keep them slightly bent, tuck the chin, pull the waist in, belly button to spine. And then just going to lower yourself as close to the mat as you can without using your shoulders to bring you back up. So you keep the shoulders circling around, and then once you're up, I want you to lengthen up and take a stretch. And then again, just lift up the arms, tuck the chin, circle the shoulders. Okay, you can make this a little more challenging if you want, but it's our first move, so I'm thinking we should just ease in a little bit here. If you do want to work harder, just take the fingertips to the ears and the elbows wide as you go through that movement, and that's going to add quite a lot of load, a lot of extra work for your waistline. If you want to work super hard from the very beginning, okay, coming back up, take a stretch, take a breath, and then just another couple here. So then lengthen up, lift the arms, tuck the chin, circle the shoulders, belly button to spine, breathe in deeply. Try and breathe out as you lift yourself back up, because a little stronger on your out breath, let it help you. All right, take the stretch. And then every time you take that stretch, try and go just a little closer to your legs too. All right, so circling the shoulders, waistline is in, breathing is deep, and then just bringing yourself back up. Lengthen up, take a breath, take a stretch, hold it there. Try and get down just a little bit closer to your legs, and then lengthen yourself back up. Okay, so we're going to take our footballs. So you can do this without, it's okay. So squeeze the ball, elbows wide. We're lowering all the way down to the mat right now, so just take your time with that. Keep the waistline working, belly buttons to spine. Once you're down on the mat, take a breath, walk your feet in. Okay, so you're just going to place a football on your leg, right hand over the left, head and shoulders up, and then just roll the football up towards the knee. So you can do that without a ball. You can just push the fingertips up the leg towards the knee. Instead, I just want you to focus on the breath. Keep the head and shoulders lifted the whole time, and then try and go a little higher, right? So just working a little deeper into the waistline. Pull it in at the same time, belly button to spine here. Chin is tucked down. Breathe nice and deep. Just keep it going, right? A little higher. Try and work a little harder. Just up, a little bit more, a little bit more. Okay, we've only got 10 seconds left, but then we are doing it again, other side. All right, so waistline in, six-pack muscle, feeling that already. Shoulders nice and relaxed, and then just slowly let the head come down. Take a breath, switch sides, curl up, tuck the chin, and then roll the ball up towards the knee again. So you're trying to go just that little bit higher. You're trying to keep all that effort right in the center. So it's not the shoulders creating that movement, it's your waistline. Your chin, just tuck it down, look towards your waistline and feel those muscles. They're getting firmer, getting stronger, changing every time we do this. All right, so a little bit higher. Just keep going, focus on the breathing too. Nice deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just a little higher, a little bit higher. We've only got 10 seconds to go here. All right, so just rolling that ball, all your fingers up towards your knee, and we're almost there. Just another couple. Okay, and then take a breath, let the head calm down. So from here, I want you to lengthen the legs, cross your left ankle over your right. So with the football, you squeeze it, lift the hands up. Football's very close to the side of the body, not quite touching. And then just a little pulse. So you squeeze into the outer waistline. So if you don't have a football, the hands are close to the side of the body, just not quite touching it, and reach into your fingertips. So there's your other option. Okay, so I want you to push, squeeze, really work into the outer waistline. So your obliques, shaping and defining all the time. Okay, so just keep it going. Focus on the breath. You've only got a few more seconds. If you need to support your neck, it's the right arm with the elbow wide to the side. Okay, and then just let it, head come back down, take a breath, and then just switch sides. Right ankle over left, lift back up, belly button to spine, and other side. So just look at your fingertips or look at your football, squeeze the ball if you have it, and then just keep working. Belly button to spine the whole time there, squeezing into the outer waistline, so shaping and defining your middle. Obliques, all right, keep working them. And belly button to spine at the same time. Don't forget that bit. All right, keep going, keep reaching. Almost there. Okay, now let the head come down, take a breath. Okay, so uncross the feet, walk them in, and then lift the legs up. So you're going to place the football in between your feet. You can use a cushion at this point if you don't have a football. We're going to lift up the head and shoulders, bring the hands together, point them to the football, belly button to spine, and then a little pulse up. So you're trying to reach right towards your feet. Now squeeze the football or squeeze your cushion as you do it. So inner thighs are feeling the work too. So just trying to go a little higher. Fingers just a little bit closer. Squeeze the football a little bit tighter. All right, so inner thighs, deep abs, six pack, all working together there. Just keep it going, keep squeezing, keep working, a little higher, just a little higher every time. So you're just trying to get closer and closer to your feet, making your waistline work harder and harder every single time there. All right, we've just got about 10 left. Another 10, we can do that. All right, breathe through it. Last 5. So waistline should be feeling masses of work right now. Keep it in, belly button to spine. There you go, head down. And then take the football or the cushion and pop it to the side. So we're going to come up to sitting and change position completely. So we're coming around into a side plank. So a modified side plank, so the elbow is under the shoulder. Legs are lengthened. And then you can just bend the lower leg so you've got a little bit of support there. Waistline in, all right, take a breath. Lift the hips, hand to the ceiling, look at your fingers, little flick up with the hips. Trying to get the hips just a little higher each time. So you're working, waistline is holding the hips up, making them go a little higher. Little flick up. Don't be falling back onto your shoulder there. The waistline holds that position for you. And it's a lot of work for your middle. So just keep it going. Hips going just a little bit higher again. Almost there. You've got 7 seconds. Little flick up. Breathe nice and deep. A little higher. All right, there we go. Come back down to the mat. Now, slide down so you're supported on your elbow. Legs are straight to start off with, and then bring the top leg in front and just place it on the floor. That's not going to do anything. Point the toes of the lower leg, lift it up, pull the waist in, and then pulse that leg up as high as you can. So you're trying to make it go a little bit higher every single pulse. Inner thigh, lower leg. So you can give that muscle a little squeeze as you lengthen the leg, as you pulse it up and go higher and higher every single time. Trying to get that foot so far off the floor. All right, focus on the breath. You've only got 5 seconds to go. Keep working right to the end. All right, there we go. Take a breath, lengthen the legs. So both legs are straight. Now you might want your fingers on the floor for this one, just a little bit of support. Reach the legs away, they hover off the floor. Waistline is in, going to help hold you balanced. Top leg lifts, and then I want you to draw circles around, reaching into the toes. So the leg comes in front and then right behind that lower leg that is still hovering off the floor. So you're trying to stay at balance. You focus on your breathing, lengthen through both legs, and that working leg you lengthen all the way around the circle, not just as you lift up, as you circle it back down as well. Okay, and then one last time here. Come back down now. Draw the knees up so we've got 90 degrees, and then take a breath. So I want you to lift up the leg, and then just a little mini rotation there. All right, we're here for 60 seconds so waistline is in. Now anything we do with the legs and the hips, if you want to work harder, just pop on ankle weights and just tiny little rotation. So you're going to feel that right into the seat muscle, base and side of the seat, inner and outer thigh just at the very top, waistline, pull it back into. So focus on the breathing here and just feel those muscles because they are changing right now as you do this. You are lifting and shaping, tightening and toning through your seat muscle, and you are halfway already. So just keep going, keep working, breathe in nice and deep, and your muscles will be starting to feel a little tired right now, but just tell them they can do this. Only got a few more seconds. So just keep it going, keep working, lifting, shaping, tightening, toning, changing your body, making it stronger. Every single little rotation here, we're almost there. All right, you've got a few seconds left to go. Nice deep breath. All right, relax, take a breath. And then I want you to push yourself up to sitting. As you do, front leg stays in the same position, right leg goes straight. Right, so your hand can be on the mat for a little bit of support. We're going to lengthen the leg, lift it up, and then just a little pulse up and down. Now, if that's a bit much, you just come down onto your forearm. If it's not enough, you come up to a balanced position and you lengthen that leg away, and you can start to roll the hip a little bit so the knee is trying to point towards the floor, and then you'll feel even more going on through your seat muscle. All right, so just up and down, tiny, tiny, waistline in. Now try and sit just a little taller if you can, because you're going to get that right into the outer waistline, and we're halfway. All right, so outer thigh, seat muscle, outer waist. Belly button to spine. Don't forget your middle. Keep it in all the time. Makes you stronger. And you're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. You've got 15 seconds. I'm keeping a wee eye on that clock. All right, so up and down, up and down, up and down. Lengthening, strengthening, tightening and toning. Right, so good for you. Almost there. Last 5. Breathe through it. Okay, relax down. So both legs are bent here. And then I just want you just to lift up and have a nice wee stretch. Take a breath. Hold it there. And then we're going to just repeat all that on the other side. So come back down. Bring yourself around. And we're coming back to our side plank. So down onto your forearm. So into side plank position. Bend the lower leg. So we're not doing the full thing here. Pull the waistline in. Take a breath. Lift up and then flick the hips. A little higher each time if you can. Now take your gaze right towards your fingers, trying to keep that arm straight, reaching up towards the ceiling, and the hips just go higher and higher, and all that work is your waistline. I know you're on your shoulder, but it's not the shoulder doing the work supporting you, it is your waistline keeping you lifted off the mat right there, and you've only got 10 seconds to go, so just keep moving. Little flick up, waistline trimming, waistline strengthening. All right, come back down, take a breath. All right, so from here, we're gonna just slide ourselves down. Support yourself on your elbow, legs are straight, top leg comes in front, it's bent, it just relaxes on the mat. Lower leg lifts, point the toes, a little pulse up. Now you're trying to get that foot a little higher and a little higher. Squeeze into the inner thigh, lengthen all the way through that leg. Waistline is in. So good. Tighten and tone your inner thigh. All right, little higher, little squeeze. Breathe deep. Keep it going. Up, up, up. Breathing deep. Tightening and toning through your inner thighs. Almost there. So just last couple, and then let that leg relax down. Now, legs are stacked. Take a breath. Still up on the elbow, slightly elevated. Reach into the toes, feet hover off the floor. Probably want your fingers on the floor right now for a little help with your balance. And then the top leg is just going to circle around. Reaching right into the toes. Lengthening through the leg. Breathing deeply. Alright, so just a little more length if you can. You're lengthening the lower leg too. Alright, so don't forget about that one. And keep the waistline in at the same time. So, working through the thighs and the seat muscle at the same time there. Okay, come back to center, take a breath. Bring the legs up, we've got 90 degrees. Waistline back in, don't forget the middle, lift up the leg. Little knee rotations. So, 60 seconds here. It will start to burn. It's supposed to. Okay, so we are burning calories. We are building strength, creating muscle, burning fat. All right, lifting, sculpting, shaping, strengthening all the way through your lower body. So just keep it going. Now, ankle weights here, if you want it to work even harder, that's an option. Halfway already, so just keep moving. It's small, it looks pretty innocent, but you are gonna feel this. So just keep going, keep working. Don't forget the waist, all right? Pull it back in, belly button to spine the whole time here. Focus on the breathing. Deeper you breathe, stronger you are. All right, keep going. Feel those muscles, they are changing right now. All right, lifting, shaping, tightening and toning through your seat muscle. And there you go, come back down, take a breath. From here, we push up to sitting. Front leg stays still. Straight line with the back leg. Hand on the mat for support if you need it. Lift up the leg. Little pulse, up and down. Balance if you can. If that's too much, the hand is down, or maybe you're down on your forearm there. All right, so keep the waistline in. Lengthen up the spine. Lengthen through the leg. Start to roll the hip if you can, so the knee slightly points towards the floor, and then you get even more work. And the taller you sit, the more you're going to feel in the outer waistline. Belly button to spine the whole time too. Breathe in deeply, past halfway. All right, so up and down, tiny, tiny. And the more you lengthen the leg, the more benefit you'll get from this too. So sculpting through the thighs, working into the seat, working the outer waistline, burning off the calories, building strength and stamina. Keep going. We've just got 5 left. So there you go. Bring that leg back round. So both legs are bent. Hands on the mat. Take a breath. Lift up. Reach into the fingertips. Look at your fingertips maybe. Waistline still in. Just take a moment, take a breath. And then bring yourself back down. Okay, so come back around on the mat. We're going to come back down to the mat. We're taking our footballs with us as well. So, cushion if you don't have a football. Elbows wide, tuck the chin, waistline in, curl down, nice and slow. So even going to the mat is an exercise right now. So taking it down, take a deep breath, walk the feet in, feet hip width apart. Football in between the knees and squeeze. So hands on the mat or hands crossed over your shoulders to work a little harder if you want to. Belly button to spine, lift up the legs, squeeze the football. And then squeeze it even harder. Okay, so head and the shoulders could be lifted as well at this point, just to work a little harder. So you squeeze, and then you just slowly lower the toes towards the floor. And then you pull them back up from the waistline. It's not the legs, it's your middle. All right, deep abs. Doing the work to control down and to pull the legs all the way back up. And squeeze. Squeeze that football so tight. You want to burst the football. You want to keep your lower back in the same position. Don't let it start arching up. So maybe you don't get your toes all the way to the floor. It doesn't matter. Just as close as you can manage without your back lifting up, and your head can be down on the mat. Shoulders relaxed. Breathing deep. Waistline in. So one last time. Slowly down. Pull back up and hold it there. Now squeeze the football tight as you possibly can. And then you're just going to pull the knees in towards the chest, just a couple of inches. Right? Keep it small and keep it all in the waistline. So, another one that looks pretty easy. But if you are really just using your waistline and not your legs right now, oh my goodness. All right, deep abs, working hard. Squeezing on the football at the same time. Focus on your breathing. Just pulling those knees in, just a couple of inches. Almost there. All right, so I think another 5. Waist in, breathe deep. Last 3. Keep it small, keep the control. Okay, one last time. Let the feet come all the way down. Take the football. You can go to the side. You can bring ourselves up to sitting, where we're going to get a couple of stretches. So we're going to sit cross-legged. Lengthen up. Hands on the shins. Tuck the chin down, pull the waist in. Take yourself back. Keep the chin tucked down, look at your waistline. Just hold it there. So, eyes to the middle, chin down, breathe deep, arms extended. And then slowly come back up, take a breath. Now take the arms right behind you. Take one hand onto the other, and then just take the arms out behind you as far as you can. Really opening up the shoulders. Lengthen up the spine as you do it too. Take a nice deep breath. Hold it, hold it. And then bring right hand, left knee, left hand behind, lengthen and rotate around as far as you possibly can. And then just slowly come back to center and then take it across to the other side. So left hand, right knee, right hand behind, lengthen up, take the twist, hold it there, nice deep breath. And then slowly come back to center and then bring the feet together. So the feet touch, sole to sole. The knees are out to the side. You're going to take a hold of your feet and then just lower yourself down as close as you can. So you're trying to get the elbows down towards the floor in between your legs. Just try and relax into that. So the deeper you breathe, the better you're going to stretch. And just take your time. Just sinking down just a little closer as you relax into that movement. Okay, and then just nice and slow, bring yourself back up. Okay, so we're just going to spin ourselves around on the mat for the last stretch. You're going to take the legs as wide as you can. Place your hands on the mat, take a breath, and just walk yourself forwards as far as you can. So you're trying to get the arms as close to the floor as you possibly can. Take a nice deep breath, and again, just hold it. So this is really lovely. Stretching out inner thighs, stretching across the lower back. Nice deep breath, and then just inch forward just a little bit further, and just hold it again. Take a deep breath. And then slowly just start to bring the hands back. Take your time. Feet come back in together. Lengthen out the spine. Take a breath. Good for you.